This is for me. You forgot? Holy, bro. Gotta work on your brand. You gotta remember what you do this for. Look back to the beginning, man. Level 1. Every pod's level 1. Always level 1, bro. Don't ever switch up. Don't ever think you're doing better or you're doing worse. It's always level 1, bro. That's the mindset you need to have going into every single pod. That's what they said on the soccer field. The most memorable thing any of my coaches ever told me. 0-0. Doesn't matter what the score is. It's always 0-0. That's the whole premise of One Reality. Taking everything you learn from those different fields and applying it to the real game, which is life. You know what I'm saying? I remember I had a talk with my friend Micah about his radio show. And something he said resonated with me. Now that his radio show is gaining some traction, he's posting consistently. People are saying, "Oh, you're winning, congratulations." It's like, what do you mean I'm winning now? I've been winning. You don't see the groundwork that it takes to get into this. Before you hit the game winner, before you're the leading scorer, before you make the team, before you're on the bench, you start off in the stands. You start off thinking, can I even do this? Once you believe you can, you're a winner. Once you can wake up every day and take a step towards your goals, you're a winner. People are so concerned about the knockout. The knockout punch. The highlight. Nah, bro. Nobody's looking at the body. Everyone's looking for the knockout. Nobody's looking for the body. You know what I'm saying? And when you always look for the knockout, you become predictable. Okay. I see the way you're hitting. What? The counter's waiting. Because you're always looking for the knockout. It's not about the knockout. Mike Tyson didn't knock out his opponent in the ring. He knocked him out when he woke up at 4 a.m. to do a run. He knocked him out when he didn't eat for days to make weight. He knocked him out when he was training day in, day out. 6 hours a day in the boxing gym training. That's when he knocked him out. It's about the body of work. There's a process to this. You just want the gourmet meal. Get the preparations ready. You got to prepare for that. It's not just going to be handed to you. You got to put yourself in position to catch that ball. You know what I'm saying? Yo. Everything is steps. You need a body, or you're going to get knocked down and you won't be able to get back up. You're not ready for this. You know what I'm saying? Like, Adam, he ran because he wasn't prepared. It was easy at first. Don't get it twisted. It's soft. Like, you're chilling. Only one rule. Don't eat from this tree. All right, then. He was doing it when it was easy. But that doesn't count. The test started when the temptation began. And that's when he was called to say something, to do something. But he didn't. When God came, he ran. You know what I'm saying? When Jesus, you're following Jesus, you're hustling, you're on the roads. But then things started getting serious. Started getting scary. Now, it's not just, all right, I'm a Christian. All right, cool. Now, if you say you're a Christian, you could go to jail for the rest of your life. You could die. Now say it. Now step. It's different. It's different. And they ran. You know what I'm saying? It's all about discipline. Discipline is the groundwork. Discipline's one foot in front of the other. Discipline's your will, not mine. I seen first things first, discipline is the training of obedience. And obedience is all the Bible is based off of. Listen and obey. You know what I'm saying? I seen this thing that said discipline's doing something even though you don't feel like it. Okay, cool. That wasn't really working for me. You know what I'm saying? Then it's Mike Tyson said discipline is doing something you hate like you love it. Okay. That's better. I'm starting to get a feel of what discipline is. And then my cousin, you know who you are, bro. Come on. Put me on the podcast, Mind the Game. And LeBron James said, discipline is not easy. You guys think when you hear the word discipline, all right, everyone says it. It's not like that. Discipline is sacrificing loved ones. That's what discipline is. Like, these stories you watch where you see the characters do what they do, it's based off the Bible. But in Naruto, similar to Moses and Aaron, Hashirama and Madara built the Leaf Village. Like, they, step by step, they walked that path together. They hustled together. They were best friends. They were there with each other. Felt like brothers. You know what I'm saying? To the point where Hashirama couldn't even choose to kill his brother or kill Madara, so he was about to kill himself. And he's like, no, let's build this village together. And they built it. But then, long story short, Madara switched on him. His best friend, the person he built it with, it was supposed to be, Madara was supposed to leave the village, but he couldn't. And he switched. And Hashirama killed him. And he said, I don't care if it's my best friend, if it's a fellow villager, if it's an elder, even if it's my own child, if they go against my principles, it's over. And it made me think, even his own child, wait, that's exactly what happened to Abraham, where he had to execute discipline. But it's interesting because in the Bible, Abraham calls it worship. You know what I'm saying? He said it's worship. That's what it is. Yeah, worship's cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not undermining it. Do what you do. Like, worship, praise and dance, sing, you do your thing. Real worship is knowing what you're called for and doing whatever it needs to get it done. Whatever you need to do to get it done, you do it. That's what real worship is. It's doing what God made you to do. It's going against the conformity of this world. It's going against people are telling you to do this, do that, and you're doing what you're supposed to do. That is real worship. I'll do whatever it takes. I don't need no prize, no validation from this world. I don't need none of your status. I'm doing it for him. Like, God's really trying to call on steppers for you. Like, it's not even a joke around here. Like, I'll give up my son because that's just my body. You know what I'm saying? You guys don't have a body for this. Jesus, if this cup can pass me, you know what I'm saying? Like, if there's another way, like, but your will. Like, what are you talking about? Everyone's running away from Goliath. David, your will. You got to have that body for it. But it didn't start there. You know what I'm saying? He was in the forest, fighting lions and bears. He was in the forest, protecting his sheep. He had the preparation. Jesus been stepping before that. In 40 days, desert, locked in. Abraham, yo, leave your family. Yo, I'm calling you. Let's go. Real talks. I'm not even playing around. I don't care what they say. They curse you, bless you. It doesn't really matter. I have the last say. I'm the judge. Step. But he didn't just step into his calling. He had to go through struggles. Village after village, he just went through famine and strife and people trying to take his wife. All this because it's building you. It's building that body. You need a body for this. Without a body, you'll always be a nobody. You know what I'm saying? You can't be too focused on the blow up, the views, the trying to impress. That's not how this is going to work. That's not how this is going to get done. But once you keep aiming for the body, the knockout will present itself. It'll be given to you. But you got to work for it. You got to work for it. But it's not going to be the knockout, how you won that fight. It was the discipline. It was the discipline. It's not about how hard you hit. It's how hard you can get hit and get back up. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. That's what Rocky was saying to his son, because his son didn't have a body. He was following people because he didn't value what he had, what he possessed in himself. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to know who you are. Don't forget where you come from. Once you start focusing on the higher hill, once you start focusing on the crown, you already lost. You know what I'm saying? The devil had a lot of crowns. He had a lot of them. An artist I used to listen to back in the day, in one of his songs, he said, "You work so hard, you climb every day, just for the devil to be at the highest stair." Know what is your mindset. Know what you're aiming for and what it takes. Instead of focusing on the crown, focus on God's promise. You know when someone says, "Yo, you have my word," or someone you trust, you believe in, and they give you that reassurance like, "Yo, I'll be there." You trust their promise, you trust their word. God is the word. God literally is promise. Like, he's the embodiment. He is the he is promise. Those people you trust, those people that you have, probably your parents, probably your best friend, your brother, your teammate, you had that faith in them. That is just an example of the promise God has given to you. But we struggle to believe in that. And that's how you betray yourself. By losing focus, losing the goalposts. You know what I'm saying? Losing your discipline. Losing your worship. You betray yourself once you start focusing on the knockout. You start lusting for more views, more likes, more people to validate me on what I'm doing. You forget. And that's betrayal. No one's going to betray you. Oh, the devil. Oh, but my upbringing. But my friends. Oh, this, oh, that. It's you. You're betraying yourself. You're doing it all by yourself. The devil, nah, he's devious, but even he knows the rules, bro. He believes more than you. If I'm going to bring this guy down, if I'm going to tear him down, I'm going to make him think that it's his decision. You're going to have to make the decision at the end of the day. I'm going to tempt you. I'm going to manipulate you. But at the same time, unless you give the yes, he can't say no for you. He can't say yes for you. It's up to you to decide at the end of the day. And he knows that. It's up to you to decide. That's my past, and I accept it, and I embrace it. But right now, this is who I am. I'm not that anymore. Thank you for making it here, but it's time for me to become who I truly am. You don't gotta live in, you don't gotta be the person you were. That's your decision. You don't gotta think tomorrow. It should have been yesterday. You don't gotta think, but why me? Why not you? Who do you suggest? Why do I have to go through this? Okay. So tell me who you want to go through it. Who? Pick. It has to be you. It must be you. Guys are betraying Peter, denying your success through not having obedience, sacrifice, or faith. Deny him 3 times. You're like Judas, flirting with it. You know what I'm saying? You can flirt with success. You know what I'm saying? Kiss it on the cheek, play around with it. But you can't build a real relationship with your salvation. You can't fully commit because you're cuffed to doubt. You're cuffed to negativity. You're cuffed to, it's not me. It can't be me. You're cuffed to the mob mentality of you need to look around and see someone else doing it first. That's why you can't take steps forward. Double down on who you are and what it is that you're supposed to be doing. Stop betraying yourself. As soon as you lust for more, that's betrayal. Oh, I just wanna knock out. Nah, bro. It's all about that defense because God knows what's next. They threw Martin Luther King in jail. They threw Malcolm X in jail. They threw Nelson Mandela in jail for what, 27 years? They threw Jesus in jail. All of them. God knows what's coming. Like, there's more to the path than just the good part, the success, the happiness. Like, there comes a time. David had nothing. He got it all. He lost it. And he was back in the wilderness. You know what I'm saying? But like, he never lost that faith though, that edge. He never lost it. You know what I'm saying? Ask Moses. 40 years is a long time. And a lot of people, they were Are you sure? Like, are we going the right way? Like, yo, we can't beat these people. Like, every single time it was a new problem, it was a new issue, it was a new insecurity. God wiped out those people because they didn't have discipline. You know what I'm saying? You need that foundation. If you truly worship him, then you'll step no matter what it looks like. It's not about my will. Your will be done. And it's done. I feel that. I really do. Real talks. 0-0 every day. That's the motto. It's always level 1. That never changes. Someone out there is waiting for you. You not taking steps into who you're supposed to be is betraying them. Isaiah in the Bible, he's not a king. I'm saying he's a king in my eyes because I'm a king. But he's not a, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was King Hezekiah. It was his story for real. Like, but he was doubting himself because the kings before him got wiped out. And he's like, yo, I need to hear God. And he called Isaiah. And through Isaiah's word, who was speaking God's word, whatever Isaiah went through to gain that connection with God, ended up creating the king who was able to defeat the Assyrians when many kings before him lost. Your purpose might be to create a king. You know what I'm saying? Like, that role is just as important. The assist is just as important as the goal. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't think it's just about you. Because there's someone waiting on you. And that person might become great. It might be the person that saves countless lives. But your role is to save him. And in God's eyes, that's just as important. You don't know. God sees it. Don't give up those opportunities. Because when you open that door, you're not just opening it for yourself. Don't forsake your blessings. You earned them. You might not know it, but God was watching. He was watching. He's seen you open up that door, man. He's seen you help that old lady. He's seen you give that person that encouragement. He's seen you when you could have done the wrong thing, but you did the right thing. You could have used that girl or stole from that boy, but instead you were righteous. All these count. I'm watching. All these count. You could have gave up, but you kept going. And someone needed to see that day. It's never just about you. And don't overcomplicate it. Tomorrow will take care of itself. One step. That's all I need. As long as it's in the right direction, I can't be mad. Know what I'm saying, bro? It's time to fix up. We can't keep moving like this. Gotta get your head in the game. They burnt down Martin Luther King's house. They burnt it down to the ground. He said it only got him more fired up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you set my house on fire, but you don't know that I'm already on fire. I'm ready for this. What? Think that's going to make me stop? The resistance makes me move even faster. You don't know. You know what I've been through. It's time to believe in yourself as much as God believes in you. Because that's who you truly are. Believe it. Don't betray yourself. Don't betray the people waiting on you. Don't betray God. Love.